live.
Oh. We are now live on YouTube.
Hello and welcome back to Improv Every Day with Zach at ImprovBroadway. I'm Zach A. This is ImprovBroadway, and this is the show where I play improv games with my improv friends. Joined with me is any hairstyle looks good, Shay McCombs.
Wait for applause.
And not invited to girls' night, Sammy James Wright.
I'll find a way.
This is your first time tuning in. We're going to play some improv games. I'm going to give them some suggestions. Sometimes I literally make up the games on the spot that I challenge them to. So if you have any classic improv game suggestions, obscure improv game suggestions, improv character suggestions, drop them in the comments below and we'll try our best to shout you out and to play those games. But this first game I just invented is called New Acronyms. I'm going to give you a word that doesn't have an acronym with it. And then I need you to let me know what each letter of that word means in the acronym.
All right.
One at a time.
One at a time.
So he'll go first.
You'll do the first letter, you do the second, and then we'll switch, and then you'll get a turn to go first. Isn't that fun?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Please explain the acronym SEXY.
Super.
Eager.
Xylophone.
Yodelers.
Sounds pretty sexy.
I mean, you don't have to wear a shirt under the Jägermeisters. Or what are those called?
The Jägermeister.
Lederhosen?
Lederhosen.
Marta, fetch me my Jägermeister. I put my Jägermeister on one leg at a time.
Martha, I'm late for kindergarten. Where is my Jägermeister?
Teach us
My
what
kid-
must happen.
All the other children have Jägermeisters. Where is my Jägermeister?
Oh, meine Kinder.
I will be late for sexy.
All right. Shay, to start off with you, please explain to me the acronym PUNCH.
Okay. Pretty,
Ugly.
nasty,
Crinkled.
haters.
Pretty, ugly, nasty, crazy haters? Or
Crinkled.
crinkled haters?
Haters.
That they hate crinkle cut fries.
Yeah.
And crinkle cut chips.
Yeah.
And they're unattractive.
Yeah. You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll start off with you, Sam. I'd like for you to explain the acronym fallopian.
Gonna piss so many people off. F.
What does the F stand for? Or you
For
Right.
the swear word.
you're not spelling it.
No. Okay, fallopian. Fallopian.
Investigators.
A.
Loving
Little
ocelots.
because
Everyone.
arranges
Nesting.
Beautiful. All right.
We're just not gonna talk about that one.
I think that was perfect. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Self-explanatory. Yeah, no, I donate to fallopian yearly. I get the robocall every year, and I just take my money. Here's my card.
If I have money left over from Punch, of course I'll give it to fallopian.
I give him the whole bank account.
And my German stepson just graduated from sexy.
All right, last one. Shay, start us off. Please tell me what the acronym NEG stands for.
Nerds.
Egging.
Grandmas.
Nice. Excellent. Well done. Round of applause. Wait for applause, and you got it. You got the applause.
If you don't get your kid enrolled in sexy early enough, he's gonna grow up to be a neg.
And negs are one of the leading causes of death of old people today.
Yeah.
Really? It's all that cholesterol.
Yeah, they cannot stand an egg to the face or to the mouth.
I'm gonna go over real quick. Let's see. Why isn't that on? Sorry, you guys. I need to brighten you up a little.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Okay.
But Shay already glows.
Yeah.
Haven't you read the comments?
I have a natural light.
Speaking of comments, Gabriel, do we have any suggestions from YouTube?
Well, we've got our daily new choice request already.
Okay.
Yes, excellent. Any scene suggestions in there that I can infuse with the new choice suggestions?
Nope, chat's kind of quiet so far.
What about TikTok? Anything on there?
Well, an account pretending to be John Cena just said hey, and someone said, hey, John Cena.
Oh, nice. Any interesting usernames in the chat that we could use for suggestion on either or?
Okay, that is not fun. Oh, there's one over here called Case Duck.
Case Duck. Case Duck is your suggestion for your new scene choice. Use it however you want to. Whenever you're ready, take it away.
All right, Case Duck. I'm taking you off this case. Turn in your badge and your gun and your bill and get out of here.
Please, Hastings. I can't go back to the pond.
Hastings, you're too informal with me. It's Chief around here.
New choice.
It's Commodore around here.
New choice.
It's Mr. President around here. I won that election fair and square.
Yeah, right. They wouldn't even let ducks on the bill.
Ah!
New reaction.
Wah, wah.
Look,
You hear that? That's the world's smallest foghorn playing a sarcastic song just for you, Case Duck.
I don't care about instruments. I don't listen to them. They distract me from what I care about. Murder.
New choice.
I'm allergic to foghorns.
New choice.
I don't want another word or quack out of you.
New choice.
I murdered that girl.
New choice.
If you won't have me on the precinct, then I refuse to be your wife any longer.
Look, Case Duck, what is this? I thought we agreed to separate business from pleasure.
New choice.
I thought we agreed that you could keep being a crime-fighting duck.
New choice.
I thought we agreed never to bring up our past as a married couple.
New choice.
Case Duck, you know I can't resist you. The way you waddled in here, my heart dang near skipped right out of my chest.
New choice.
My pants nearly fell off.
New choice.
I nearly threw myself right at you.
New choice.
Let's get out of here. I never wanted to be president. You never wanted to be a cop.
So would you say you're down to duck, Hastings?
New choice.
Look, we don't have to do any of that. We're ducks. We could just sit in water and laze around.
Yeah, I wish we could. I wish this were a world where loving a duck actually made you a duck. But I am a man.
New choice.
But I am president of these United States.
Let them be lovers.
Love is love is love is love.
America, would you rob them of that?
That's the.
Is it The American President? Is that the movie where he's like, I'm the president, but I also want to date sometimes?
I think that happened. There's also
Probably.
President's
The Amanda
daughter
Bynes
wanted to
movie.
date.
Oh, that my date with the president's daughter. My date with the president's daughter.
The pull line for that for the quote will be, I wish I lived in a world where loving a duck made you a duck.
Don't we all? word that it were that simple.
Awesome. Chat, if you have any game suggestions,
for
improv scene
Fiona.
suggestions,
Yeah.
character suggestions, or any just kooky ideas, leave them in the chat below. But what we're going to do now is we're going to play a classic game of story. What we're going to do is we're going to really try our best to tell an evocative story one line at a time. And I'll hop in this one. We'll start with Sam and then you and me. We'll really see how, and careful now, no run-on sentences. Let's just try to make them succinct but beautiful. All right, let's see. Any weird usernames or suggestions in the comments, Gabriel, that we can pull for this story?
We did just get a request for a story about a dragon's lair.
A dragon's lair. Wonderful. We're just going to start off clean and simple. This is the communal story of the dragon's lair.
The...
Nope, one sentence at a time.
Oh, one sentence at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. The dragon sighed.
His fat flesh was adorned with many a ruby.
Rich as he was, his heart was empty.
My heart is empty, he said.
He clawed at his cheeks, for the tears were not enough to express his pain.
Blood I must have to mingle with my tears. They are not salty enough.
At that moment, who should appear but the beautiful Princess Delilah?
She was a virgin. Period.
And she made it known to him, verbally and physically.
I'm a virgin, she said.
And the dragon said, I've already sacrificed 20 of you today. I need not another.
Please! I cannot live this way any longer! And I know not how to solve this problem but with death.
That is a pickle, the dragon said.
Well, as their dialogue continued, they circled around each other step by step like a Jane Austen movie.
Closer and closer their circumferences entwined until they were nose to nose, nose to snout.
And then, as they warmed each other with their natural body heat radiating from their flesh, the Princess Delilah put one ivory hand upon his rubied chest and with the other plunged a dagger into his soft underbelly.
I lied. I'm not a virgin, she quipped.
He chuckled. Pretty good one.
And as he bled out all of his blood, he smiled.
For the only cure to loneliness is death.
And the only medicine can be administered by one you love, he said with glistening eyes.
And with a smile and a tear in her eye, Princess Delilah said, "What a thing to happen in the dragon's lair."
She collected his blood, which had turned into blood rubies.
She said, "You know how many games of lottery wheel I'll be able to play with this?"
5.
The end.
The dragon snarled, plumes of smoke billowing from his nostrils.
And died.
Unfortunately, Princess Delilah was caught in the ravenous flames he emitted.
From his spiritual body erupting from the cave as he possessed her form.
A new form! A new
Like a phoenix, she rose.
Now the whole world's my lair.
And I'm not a virgin!
She headed straight to the gambling dens.
All 5 on black. She shouts.
And lost it all.
She sat in the slumps of the alley, wondering where it all went wrong.
She flashed back to the moment she slid the dagger in the dragon's underbelly.
And thought, wait, was that me, the Princess Delilah, or the dragon? I thought I was the dragon who possessed the Princess Delilah. Where do I begin and the dragon end? Or where do I begin and Princess Delilah end?
They had merged together two fighting consciousnesses stuck in one body.
They flashed back even more to Delilah's tower. When she looked into the mirror, a dragon's face there was.
She flashed back even more to the moment of her birth, when she was hatched out of an egg.
She flashed back even more to conception, where 2 dragons were there.
The dragon snapped out of this opium den. Oh! That's why.
I've been a dragon this whole time in 2 bodies, split across the realm, and now the 2 are one.
Turns out, you shouldn't assume princesses are human.
Check your privilege. The end.
Did you hear this story and assume the princess was a human? That's some pretty privileged crap right there. Dragons can be princesses too, you know.
And they can be virgins as well.
Oh man, we like finished that story like 5 times.
Isn't that the mark of a good story?
It's like Game of Thrones.
It's Game of Thrones. Yeah, I was thinking it ends.
Should have ended way earlier.
Should have ended with Ned's death.
That early?
Yeah. The Lannisters win.
Have you seen that, Sam?
No.
Too gory.
I don't want to see a penis.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's Penis Angel. It'll let it out. Just wieners.
What?
It's like Vid Angel, specifically that part. You remember Tyler Dawson?
Yeah.
So back when Vid Angel was big and it was like getting national attention, is it right? Is it wrong? Whatever. Should you censor movies
right before
or
the
whatever?
lawsuit.
And he made an app called Vid Devil, which put swears into movies that wouldn't normally have swears in them. Isn't that brilliant?
Tyler Dawson did this?
Yeah.
What?
He did it specifically for one movie called Tim Timmerman. He did it because the lawsuit was all about, is it both like, morally right to change it, and then also legally, can you take someone's art and change it? And they were like, yeah, we own the DVD. That was their argument. So he took their one original movie and
the Vid
put
Angel
in
movie.
swears and then rented it out to people for money. He's like, this is for people who want more swears. And it was I thought it was so brilliant.
He's a genius.
He's a genius.
And
If you're
we
hearing
miss
this,
him.
T-DOS.
He
miss
does.
you.
He also has an app called Songtaneous. And you can download it. Any one of you peasants.
He also has an
can.
app called Boccerball, which is a soccer game that you play on your phone, and it's basically ping pong foosball on your phone.
Oh. Why do you make that? Doesn't sound funny.
Tyler, if you're in the comments, why did you make
Who was he sticking it to with that?
Yeah.
What's the point of making an
FIFA?
app? What's the point of making an app if you're not protesting?
Where's the commentary?
Where's the spite?
Let's check in with the chat. Gabriel, any game suggestions?
Yes.
Awesome.
So we got requests for Alphabet Soup and Pick a Text, and Faster, and Movie Remake.
Oh, movie remake. Shay, what's the last movie you watched?
Mad Max.
Mad Max Fury Road. I doubt you've seen that. What's the last movie you watched?
The Last Unicorn.
Pardon?
I used to love that movie. Yeah.
Really?
The Last Unicorn.
Yeah.
Okay, this is fun for me.
Do you not know this movie?
I've never seen it.
Have you heard of
Okay.
it?
No.
It's a Rankin Bass adaptation of The Last Unicorn, a novel by Peter S. Beagle.
Is it a live action?
No, it's
No,
an
a
animated
cartoon.
film.
But it's a scary cartoon.
Like it's the same studio that did the Hobbit cartoon.
Oh, does she the horse becomes has
The
human form.
unicorn.
The unicorn.
Please do not insult.
And the unicorns are in like the ocean or something
yeah,
like
spoiler, but yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
that. How old is this movie? It's got to be at least 40 years old.
The 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, at least 40.
It's
Yeah.
spooky.
I just read the book. Most beautiful thing I've ever read.
Really?
Yeah.
It's prose.
If you have not read The Last Unicorn by Peter Beagle, read it. It's fantastic.
How old is that book?
80s as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they made the movie pretty quickly after
He
wrote
wrote the screenplay.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I own that book, Zach. You can borrow it.
Okay. Well, I got to read that other book you got me first.
Could we like change this show into just like the Improv Broadway book club?
Yeah.
Or
That'd be
just
so fun.
the Last Unicorn rewatch
Yeah.
podcast?
No, it's fantastic.
Okay, cool.
The movie's weird. The
It's-
movie is weird. It's not for everyone.
It
Yeah.
gave me nightmares as a kid, but in a good way. I rewatched it.
And it's got like that weird sexuality that 80s cartoons could have
Yes.
that would not fly today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a
Yes.
tree turning into a very full-bodied elderly woman.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
many adjectives.
And everyone wanted everyone.
Well, I'm excited to movie remake. Here we go. Let's get it to 1 minute. This is The Last Unicorn remade in 1 minute. Ready? Go!
I am the last unicorn.
I am a man who loves fire, and I'm trying to capture you. Too soon?
40 seconds.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're on a timer.
Chop chop, Sam.
Quickly, I will turn you into a human woman. You're hot now.
Okay, I assume it won't be as scary as it is. Magic, magic, magic. No clothes at first?
I am the prince, and I think you're pretty fine.
I
10 seconds.
am in love with you.
Look, all the unicorns, they're free!
Yay, we did that, right?
And that's time. So, as someone who...
When was the last time you saw this movie?
Oh, years ago.
So, as I understand it, there's a unicorn.
But there is
and
a scary man with fire.
And a man who loves fire.
No,
There is, because he's the one trying to capture her.
there's no fire.
What? All right, I have to
Actually-
watch this
But for the
again.
purpose of this exercise, there is.
There's no scary man trying to capture
There's
her?
a scary man. Someone is trying to capture her. Fire is not involved.
Really?
I can see how, in your hazy recollection, though,
It feels like that.
I can see where you got that.
Okay, are there like a lot of reds in the color scheme?
There are a lot of red, quasi-fire looking things.
Okay, so
they
my-
are not
yeah.
fire, though.
My dumb child brain was just like, red means fire.
What was the other thing you misremembered about a movie? We were just talking about it. Do you remember it? You're like, are you sure?
Twilight.
What? Oh, we won't bring that up.
Yeah, we already made a clip about it.
No.
I remember. Okay, Gabe's shaking his head now.
Is it appropriate for our probably underage audience?
It's just kind
I
of.
don't think it's inappropriate.
Okay.
It's just gross.
It's not my place to say it's inappropriate.
Yeah, it's just I remember Edward drinking Bella's period blood for sustenance. Okay. And apparently that doesn't happen. So that,
of course.
Under what circumstances would it have happened?
so what that means is that my brain decided that would make sense.
Well, I don't want to get too graphic, but I mean, there was a honeymoon scene, and they talked a little bit about their experience as newlywed couples, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
isn't it possible that in one of the acts of romance, you're like, oh, it would make sense. She's still human. That's still a thing.
I don't know. I also read that in 8th grade, so it's like
8th grade.
Yeah, my aunt gave it to me for my birthday, and my mom was so mad.
Was it about
And
the
she
vampires?
still let you read it, or she didn't know about it
didn't
until
know.
you read it.
Until after I'd read it, breaking
And
down.
she's like,
after I'd read
where
it
did you
5
get this?
times.
Where
Yeah.
did you get
Who
this?
did this? Not of my blood, I hope.
Was your mom mad at you for reading Twilight for the vampire part or the romance, like sexy part?
Yeah, there's sexy parts, especially in the Breaking Dawn or whatever.
But which one was she more mad at? Was it just like the adult content, or did she not care about vampires?
I don't think she cared about vampires.
Oh.
Did she care about like the weird, quasi-abusive relationship?
I don't think she cared a whit about that.
She doesn't. So, murderous vampires chopping off heads, but
Man.
marital relations? No, thank you, Si.
I remember where I was and what I was doing the first time someone explained Twilight to me.
Where were you?
I was in a car. My cousin was driving me somewhere, and she was explaining the story to me and like why Edward was so attractive. And as she was explaining all of his attractive qualities, a slow haze of horror and disgust washed over. Like he watches her sleep.
Oh, yeah. But
Early on, you were able to see through the haze.
He lets himself into her bedroom while she's asleep and watches her sleep.
it's why we all have a crush on Santa Claus.
He
Sam.
wants to hurt her, but doesn't.
What a guy.
What a guy. Preventative abuse.
Yeah.
Scary.
I want to make you bleed, but I don't.
I shouldn't.
Because I love you.
That do anything for you?
Terrifying.
All right, let's check in with, let's see, anything on the TT, Gabriel?
TikTok chat has sort of gone completely useless.
Oh.
People are just saying nuh-uh and uh-huh.
What? About this conversation?
It's been going on for a while.
Yeah, fair enough.
What was the
It's-
genesis of
I
the
have no idea.
We'll find out later during my comment recap. It's a fun little segment I do at the end. I point the camera at Shay and I read comments and see her reaction when she doesn't know she's being filmed. All right, let's go to YT.
Before we get too far away from it, there was someone who pointed out there was a red beast thing in The
Yeah.
Last Unicorn. And that might be
Was it a fiery
Yeah,
beast?
it's,
Like a
it's the
bull.
Red Bull.
The Red
Yeah.
Bull.
gives you wings.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, but he could turn into a human too, right?
No.
Oh.
He was just a
No,
summoned
there,
creature.
there is someone commanding the Red Bull.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
King Haggard.
And King Haggard, and he traps her in the Grey Castle.
No, she is a guest.
She's a guest, but she does free the unicorn.
She does, yes.
See,
You got it.
I got
There's
it.
fire.
There's fire.
There's a fiery light.
A fire.
The sun is in the sky, and what's the sun made of? Plasma. Wrong
Yeah.
again.
I've got two different story prompts. You can
Okay.
take one of them. The first one is a director firing a child actor. And the other one is there was a commenter earlier in TikTok called Seasonal Depression who just commented seasonal depression, which I think is beautiful.
Yeah, that's cool. I hope we'll only see him this time of year. Let's do. All right. So here's what I want. What's one of the heaviest scenes in a movie you've ever seen? Like, it was heavy but important. In a real movie, what's one you've seen where you're like, oh, that is tough to watch, but it wasn't like too gory or too sad, or it's just like...
It's a hard ask, because I thought of the boy in striped pajamas, but that's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, has been condemned by Holocaust scholars.
Really?
They hate that movie and that book.
Is it because, I don't remember it super well, but they try to show the German soldiers in, like, kind of a positive light, right?
Yeah, kind of stuff like that.
They're, like, empathetic to them. Well,
What about you, Sam?
wish I hadn't watched it.
Heavy stuff like I didn't Okay, the last time I saw something and I was like, that was wonderful, and I never want to see it again, would be West Side Story, the attempted rape of Anita.
Okay.
Like, you're asking a
What are you
really
asking
hard
for?
question.
What do you want to
Just
do?
Go with me on this. I think so. I'm thinking of like, okay, when Boromir gets shot a bunch of times. I know that's kind of the direction I'm going for.
So you mean a beautiful scene?
Well, okay.
You mean like a scene of sacrifice?
Here's what I'm going for, and I wish we would have found it before.
This feels like a teacher who wants us to find the right answer.
I don't have it, but I think it exists. and
This is an open-ended question, but there is a right answer.
what's
is a
my
right
middle name? No, because I think.
What's your favorite book?
Let me think.
This is Pass or Fail.
Let me think. What's a moment when a character knows they're going to like sacrifice themselves in a story that you remember? The last like you go off without me and I'll stay behind, like to certain death, something like that.
Okay. So I'm reading One Piece
Okay.
for the first time.
Yeah.
And man, it'd be so much easier if you guys already knew the story I was gonna say. So maybe this won't work.
I know a little bit of One Piece.
Yeah. Okay. So Luffy, or Monkey D. Luffy, he's a pirate. His grandpa is a Navy man and has been a Navy man his whole life, and he raised Luffy and his brother Ace to be Navy men, and is pissed off that they're pirates, but he still loves them, So Luffy is trying to save his brother Ace from being executed, and his grandpa jumps in the way and says, you got to get through me first if you want to save him, and basically says, if you don't beat me, Ace is gonna die. And it was like this really weirdly beautiful moment for me, because like the grandpa's like, I can't betray who I am. Like I'm a Navy guy, so I can't save my grandson, but you can. But that does mean you have to kill me first.
Does he?
No, he punches him out of the way. It's like, big punch. But just that moment, like he was ready for his grandson
ready to die.
kill him to save his other grandson.
Kind of like the.
It was a very strange self-sacrifice moment.
Kind of like the Across the Spider-Verse moment where he's like, I'm a cop. I have to be a cop. And then he didn't like offer up his life, but then he offered up his job.
Sure.
So he can get out of the way. Sure. We're going to do a marriage story.
There was a right answer.
No, yours reminded me of that.
Gotcha.
You reminded me of that.
Okay.
Go, so here's the reveal, and
All
I think it might work. Is you are a director who is directing a child's adaptation of a divorce story, and you are a 5-year-old girl, and you are not giving this director the raw emotional performance.
Are you saying that we could have just taken the initial suggestion of a director firing a child actor and done
No, but I needed the emotional stakes. See, what's funny
I
about
don't
it
think you did.
is a 5-year-old
think I
doesn't
did.
have the emotional
You
depth.
could have trusted us to just do something.
It had to be the divorce story. I'm confident about that. I'm confident about so few things.
Well,
All right,
All
let's
right,
do
Sam,
this.
you are the
All right.
director directing a 5-year-old child actor in a child recreation
All
of
right.
the divorce story. And your objective is to get this 5-year-old child who struggles with her R's to bring out the true raw emotion that big fight scene. You know the one I'm talking about. I wish you were dead.
Okay, but we're gonna do our own script for that.
Yes, it's adapted.
Okay.
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 Hey, Marcy, sweetie, come over
Yeah?
here for a sec.
Okay.
Are you enjoying set?
Yeah, I like the Nutter Butters.
Yeah, you like the Nutter Butters?
Good tweet.
Hey, so I know that this is just a community theater reproduction of a big Hollywood film. And that for some reason, I chose to cast children in this production. That's what people are saying. People are saying for some reason. I know the reasons. They don't know the reasons. And the reason is I believe in you. I believe that you can give a great performance.
And I believe in the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. The thing is, I'm not seeing Jack squat from you right now. Okay? You know what Jack squat means, Marcy?
From the fairy tale, Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yeah, think about like when Jack squatted and tried to lay a golden egg, but he couldn't lay a golden egg because he wasn't the golden goose. He was Jack. Yeah? You're not a golden goose.
I'm just a normal goose.
You are Jack squatting and straining his butt muscles for a golden egg that's never gonna come. Okay?
Okay.
What we have to do is take those turds that you are laying and paint them in such a way.
I only pooped my pants once.
I know. And we had to shut down production for the entire day. It was a huge setback.
I'm sorry. I was just in the moment.
You were okay. Well, okay. So so you are playing Adam Driver. Okay? I gender swapped the roles. I want you to say to me, I wish you were dead. Okay? Can you do that, Marcy?
Yeah.
All right, tell me.
I wish you were dead.
Okay, but I don't believe it.
Because I want you to be alive.
Okay, but okay. Don't look at me like I'm your dad.
Okay.
Because I am your dad. Okay?
White.
But for the sake of this, we're acting, okay?
Okay.
Look at me like I am your ex-wife. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Now, imagine that this person who you built a life together with, okay? This person who you used to think the world of, who you used to think could do nothing wrong, is a total liar and is trying to keep you from seeing your kid. How would that make you feel, Marcy?
Really sad.
Cheryl, back off. I am doing something with our daughter, okay?
Mommy.
It's not your weekend, okay? Hey, okay?
Yeah. Okay,
so
Dad,
tell me again.
And then you'll be proud of me.
We'll see.
I wish you were dead.
See, I'm still not feeling it.
I wish you were dead.
Okay, that's good.
I found a wheel gun.
Okay, I'm gonna take that. All right.
I thought it would make me more believable.
I like where your head's at. There were no guns in the prop department, so I don't know where this came from.
I found it in the back of a...
Now, when you say "I wish you were dead," do you really think? Are you saying it to her because she hurt you, or are you saying it to yourself because you trusted her?
I would be saying it to her.
Okay, there is a right answer. And the right answer is the second one I gave you.
Oh, so I wish I was dead?
Yes, and this is called projecting.
Oh,
You wish you were
okay.
dead, but you're projecting it on her because it's easier to wish death on the person who wronged you than on yourself who made a choice.
But if I was dead, I couldn't go to the playground anymore. I couldn't meet Carol.
And that's why you're so sad.
Oh, okay. Okay, this was the last time, Dad.
Okay, it is the last time. I'm glad you recognize that.
Okay. I wish you were dead, Dad.
I think we got a show.
And that's see. See, it worked. I think it worked.
I think we could have done it without it. I think.
No, Chad agrees.
Yeah, Chad agrees.
Let's see here. All right. Any questions? Any shout outs we should do at the end here, Gabriel?
Okay, I will go through YouTube chat and you can figure out what to do with TikTok chat.
Yeah, I'll do a TikTok recap.
Okay. Patrick Murray says binging the full shows right now.
Yes. Thanks.
Here's
Do
a
we edit this?
question. What?
Yeah.
Do we edit this, for pacing, trimming?
For clipping, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question from Rock Tornadog. Rock Tornadog? That sounds better.
Tornado, yeah.
Have you guys ever thought about playing
Tornado.
Dungeons and Dragons? I think you guys would be great at it. Super entertaining.
I think Sam would be a great DM, but I think
If I had the time.
if you had the time
If I had the time.
or the will,
He's got to read The Last Unicorn.
again.
It's probably going to be a yearly read for me.
Wow.
It's
that good.
it's very good.
Dang.
Like beautiful.
Okay. I'm
It
convinced.
is beautifully written, but I don't think you'd like it, Zach.
Darn it.
We all know Zach's dislike for beautiful things.
You just don't have the patience for beauty, Zach.
True.
Some men don't have the temperance to be touched by natural grace.
Anything else, Gabe?
Case Duck said that was so funny.
Cool, Kid Stuck.
Okay, Stuck.
Thanks for the
You're
name.
back on the force.
OKNMO says, how are you guys doing?
Doing good.
Pretty good.
Good.
And Nikolai Adams, thanks for all the laughs. You're all great. And
How are we on time?
4 minutes.
Oh,
Alex R says, love ya Gabs, Zach's, Shays, and guys. The other guy's named Sam. Kieran Bonds, this is incredible. And lastly, from Bethany Daniel, y'all are seriously getting me through my last semester of college. My goodness.
My goodness,
that
indeed.
semester just started.
Yeah. And we're getting her through it.
Oh dear.
beginning.
Oh man, all these syllabus reviews.
I can't sign my name again.
If you're on
cannot
TikTok,
do
stick
it.
around. We're going to do a TikTok comment review. And if you're on YouTube, thanks so much for tuning in and never stop improvising. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
TikTok, I'm coming for you.
That sounded like a threat.